Hey guys, Flabaliki here today, and welcome back to Rollercoaster Tycoon 3 Sandbox! We're back in our Egypt world, of course, and yeah, so lots of feedback from last time, of course. People saying, do like sand dunes and all that. Of course I will. I'm leaving sand dunes intentionally to the end because I don't know where I'm going to place certain things, and when you have uneven land and you're trying to build, it becomes annoying, like how when we were building the sci-fi world. Because the land was all uneven there, it kind of made it a bit more difficult than it should have been, really. But anyway, so it was good to jump back over here. So we did our go-karts the last time round. It's good. They turned out pretty well, if I do say so myself. Pretty happy with that whole area over there. What I want to do, I think, is go trees. I want to probably just get some palm trees around the place. I realize it's supposed to be a desert, but I still think palm trees would look quite nice. So if we had them sort of... Actually, no, not that. Sort of put them in line with those... the monorail support, so you sort of have them coming along there like that. Just to sort of give it a bit of detailing or something like that, especially because we got like this sort of like OACC pool type thing here. I don't know, I think it just looks quite good, to be honest, so that's what I'm going to do. Put them all along there. I don't like, there really should be one there, the entrance is kind of in a bad spot. What I might do is do them along here as well, sort of next to the pool, in between those little gaps there, because I think that, again, that looks pretty good in my opinion. And we might do it on this side as well, just to sort of add this in. Oops. So it's kind of like an oasis Egyptian desert land. At least, I think it looks much better with sort of having those sort of palm trees around the place. I think it looks pretty cool if you ask me. What we're going to do, we're going to build... so yeah, the suggestion for this area was mainly do like sort of a river rapids ride or something along those kind of lines. So, kind of like... No, not those rides. Where do we find them? Have those water rides, but I think is it in coasters? Hang on, get rid of all that. We could do whitewater rapids. The other problem with this ride is it can get really, really big. So I don't know if that would fit in there, but we'll do some sort of rapids ride kind of down this whole side here probably. So it would be like a river, but a ride at the same time, which would be pretty cool. Now, as for other rides, we want to do, let's just go through these, see what we have. Nothing in there, nothing in there, nothing in there, nothing in there. Nothing. Oh, there's something in there. That's all that. So let's just go back to generic. There we are. There's a flying carpet. We'll use a flying carpet ride. Where do we want to put it? Maybe around here somewhere. And we could build like a little structure kind of thing around it. And oh, I really should have done it the other way around. Oh, actually, no, it doesn't matter. Never mind. I thought the entrance was on that side, but it's both sides. Anyways, so we'll do entrance like there, exit there. Give it a test, and then that can just go straight there. Entrance. I have been using the stone one. I thought I was using the wood one. I don't know. I keep forgetting. But we'll use this. So this will come along here. Okay, we'll go like that. And then we'll sort of do like little decorations in between these sort of gaps here and now. Right, let's go ahead and go to building. I have not prepared a building for this, so we shall just construct something now. I think we'll just do a few columns. Like that. Because the columns seem to work pretty well, I think. In terms of sort of just doing a bit of decorating. Oops, that is in the wrong spot. And I think they sort of add a really nice feel to the area. Just add columns everywhere. Well, not everywhere, but in respectable places. Oops. Not going to put a roof over the actual ride. Probably just do like a little platform sort of on top of those. What about if we use these? What if we use like a cross section on those? Yeah, this could work. So we go like that, and then on these ones as well. Yeah, it's going to be two. And then we just sort of connect them like that. And like that. I would like to connect them this way, but it's too high, so... I don't know, maybe we'll just leave it like that. Alright, let's get some trees. Oh, not place that over there. Yeah, so got a little magic carpet ride in there, that little structure there, which I think actually does look pretty good. Better than I thought it was going to look, to be honest. I was kind of skeptical about that myself as I was building it. So we're going to go adventure trees, because that's where we can get all the sort of palm trees from. That. And let's actually have a look at some scenery from our sort of safari. All these giant insects. I don't really want giant insects in my desert, though. It just seems weird. Do termite mounds if we wanted. Giant termite mound. I don't know. I mean, it doesn't look terribly bad, but I don't really... It doesn't really make any sense. Let's see what else there is, because there's going to be something that we can sort of put around the desert. What about this thing? little stone fountain thing. And that's kind of, I don't know, ancient. I mean, it's more islandy style, but you get the idea. I don't know. I think it looks alright. So it's in the sort of paradise one. All these like sort of smashed vases, or vases if you prefer. Look, I think they're pretty good as well because they're kind of just like little decorative pieces we could just chuck around. So it's like, I don't know, just like little things, little pots and kind of things, canopic jars, if you will. Not putting any fishmen around, just those little vases are pretty good. Ruined statue. What is this a statue of? Because this could actually not be too bad. It's kind of Egyptian. I mean, like, I think it can pass for Egyptian. That's pretty cool, just having two giant feet there. I don't know. I mean, it's something, and at least I think it fits in pretty well. I mean, you definitely wouldn't see a statue like this in Egypt, but I think you see where I'm coming from in regards to that. I'm not going to do like this sort of Triton statue thing, because that does not fit at all. Just those sort of statuette feet kind of thing are pretty good in my opinion. What else do we have in here? Let's go through some of these. Ruined chamber. Ooh. Nah, we'll leave that. Sci-fi. I don't think so. Right, anyways. Okay, so let's leave it like that and just like that sort of area. Let's get go back into trees and get some sort of plantations going on. So let's get those tall palm trees, tall washy palms. Somewhere around there. That's alright, that's alright. Put one either side of that as well. Give it a bit of decoration. And then we'll obviously do some landscaping here and there, like making the land so it's not all flat. But I think this area here is actually looking pretty good now. It's a bit blank in there. Is there any sort of thrill? There's not many thrill rides that go within this theme though. I guess we could just do something generic. I guess there's no reason not to. I want something to go in there, in that sort of area. What about... We could just do a regular rotor, because we're going to do the other rotor, but everyone's like, no, don't do that, that's Western themed. Do we have a rotor in this park yet? I don't think so. Not from memory anyways. We have Enterprise, we have the Twist... What is it? The Twister, is it? No, the Cha-Cha. I thought it was called the Twister, but maybe I don't know, but the Cha-Cha, I can't remember. No, I don't think we did the rotor. Maybe we'll do that over here. Sort of generic rotor. I think we can, hopefully we can recolor this, I'm not actually entirely sure. Some rides you can't for some reason, but we can, so that's perfect. So make it sort of yellow and that sort of turquoisey blue and orangey colours. I probably want to switch some of those around actually. So if we make that colour there, and that can be orange. And that can be yellow. That sort of matches up with these kind of columns. I'm just trying to make it sort of the colours kind of match there. Maybe if I switch that sort of blue and the orange, I think that might look better. I'm not sure it's going to make that much difference, but yeah, oh, I don't know. Looks good to me, so it'll do. Might do the entrance around the back and exit at the front, just so we can have a longer queue. So we're going to go exit there. And entrance will just come around the side here. Like so. Alright, so that's testing. Let's make that free. I don't think we opened up the flying carpet either. I'm sure you were already commenting on that. Oh, you didn't open up the flying carpet. No, I did not. So, thank you for telling me. You can now delete your comment if you had made one. Yeah. There we are. Alright, flying carpet is now open. Fantastic. And we'll also, later on, I think we'll go around and put more just sort of like little vases around the place, because I think they're going to be kind of just a nice little sort of decoration to sort of chuck around. We need to do probably some more shops up this end of the park. Probably around here, actually, near the back could be a good place to do it. Because we don't really have it. Because we have them all the way down the front, miles away. And then there's nothing up here, so should do some bathrooms and all that kind of stuff as well. If we get that out of the way, can we just chuck the pathway straight through there? That'd be great. Not go like that. So we can chuck a toilet in the middle there, because it doesn't want to put any supports there anyways. So we'll chuck a bathroom there. And then as for shops, do I want to do them in kind of little buildings? I mean, I don't want to just do it shops placed outside, because it won't look that good. Yeah, so if we don't have that much room is the problem. What do we have in Safari? Nothing. So it's kind of just going to be generic shops that we sort of cover up, I think, is the go ahead on that one. Alright, so let's just go ahead and sort of design how we're going to do this. If we had the path there, and then we had walls going around like that. Get that out of my way. Oh, but that's going to sort of intersect with that, so... Oh, can't fit many shops there, though, if I do it like this. Okay, if I do it like that... I'll do it like that. And then, okay. Yeah, I'm just like, yeah, do it like that. That and this and that. Yeah, great descriptions, but all will come to fruition as we begin to construct. Do drink stall. Get some other food. Get some pizza. Get some kebabs in here as well. Probably a good idea. Is that in generic? No, it's in adventure. Also Turkish Delight. Ooh. Right, so yeah, let's get those two things there. Alright, so we got food and drink. That is kind of annoying that that decided to go on a platform, but it doesn't really matter. Alright, so let's do a little building around this. How do I want to do this building is the question. We could do a... where is a pyramid wall? I don't want it to be big. Hang on, where's the height of an actual wall? Not a real wall, like an actual wall. Not, I didn't mean to say real. Because I want the slope to be that high. So it's kind of just like a slope at the beginning of the building. And then the rest will just be, I don't know, regular. I don't know, playing around with design, seeing where we get to. There. And rotate around. And yeah. Alright, so let's go ahead and grab, let's get this colourful wall, I think. Like that. Oh, sorry. And then this will come up the side. Probably want to put it... yeah, no, we probably do want to put it there, and then we'll have like columns on the outside, I think, as usual. So let's just cover up the back. And then we'll go from there. Okay, so if we do that, now let's figure out what else we got to do here. So let's go grab our beautiful columns that we love to use ever so much in this Egyptian world. I put them there, and there. And the problem is it kind of smashes into that there, into that little structure. But yeah, that doesn't look too good. I don't know. We'll go with it. We'll roll with it. See where we get. Do we have like a little window or something that we could use? Could use these. Let's use that one and this one. And then we'll use normal walls on that side. Actually I need to use this one there. And which is the one I was already using. Get the one like that. It's not going to be tall enough though, is it? Where does our roof need to go? Where is my roof? There it is. Alright, so I think pizza is the tallest, is it? Yeah, along with drinks. So that's where our, I guess, first roof needs to go. I'll probably make it higher than this. But we're just going to get into this preliminary roof, and then we'll build up the walls and sort of finalize the design of the building from there. Right, so let's grab out this one, this piece. Oh, hang on. Right, there and there. And then let's grab the other one. Those both go up like that. Beautiful. Where's my partial height walls? Oh, that person is a keen bean. They're getting in there. I realize we also don't have any bins or anything in there, but we'll sort that out when we come to it. Pretty much after doing the building. So I'm just going to chuck all these up. And then after we've done this little shopping area, we'll probably chuck in a couple of trees and then head over to do the sort of river rapids ride and see how we end up with that. Yeah, and we'll see where that gets to, really. So this will sort of just extend past the roof a little bit. Oh, 0G trampoline had to make an emergency stop. No! That's alright. Okay, so that's going to do that. Yes, that is going to do that. What am I looking for? What am I looking for? The column stuff, which I think I just... Nope, I didn't scroll past it, but I thought I did for some reason. Right, let's go like this. Build them all up. Let's get the top on. Actually, do I want to do the... Maybe I want to do the cat below. Wait, where does that... Yeah, actually below is fine. That's probably a good height. Doesn't need to be as tall as I was going to make it. Like that. Don't even know if it really needs a roof on it, to be honest. Just needs, like, if we use these sort of... These pieces. Hang on, oops. Bring it up and do it like that. And rotate. I don't know, we'll just do it like that for now. Let's get this little corner pieces in the corners. And maybe on these columns here too, actually, because they're at the end. Do we want to take it along the top here? I don't know. Seems weird, doesn't it? Because it doesn't really seem like it fits. Front looks a bit blank is a problem I'm having, to be honest. Back's alright, but the front is just blank. And also it glitches through that, which is really annoying. What if we use, instead of those walls, use window walls? Yeah, but they have to replace all of them. I don't know, maybe we'll leave it for now. I mean, that's not too bad, actually. That looks alright. It's something anyway, it's something different. Okay, so we'll leave that for now. Also actually get some benches and bins around here because we don't have like anything at the moment, so that's pretty crap. Let's get our safari bench, I guess. We'll put them all along these parts here. Lots of places to sit down, and we'll do it on the other side as well. Then we'll chuck a whole bunch of bins around the place. Like that. Oh, the reliability of rotor drop is low. Dun dun dun. Right, I guess we should probably do benches down this pathway too. Just going to do them randomly, to be honest. Down there. Probably should do more benches than the number of people in this pathway, but oh my god. Look how many people are in the, in the bazaar. So many people in there. We need to do something more with the front here. I mean, the front is bland compared to the rest of this place. Like, this is all quite detailed in my opinion. Then we've kind of just like left the front half of this just kind of blank, but we'll get to that. We'll get to that. Alright, safari bins. So let's get these around the place. I'm going to put these sort of like that. Hang on, I haven't done this like that. So we skip a pathway. Yeah, probably should do more bins than that though. Do a couple here by the exit of the food area. Right, okay, so let's leave it like that for now. And let's start on a sort of river rapid ride in this area. We could do rafts, log. We're not going to do log flume because we've done one of those before. Not specifically in this park though, did we? What is this? Is that a log flume? No, that's the riverboat. But yeah, no, we did a log flume in the other park before this one. So I don't want to do another one of those. River rapids, we did that in a campaign video and we discovered how crap they were. So I think we'll try and go with these whitewater rapids. Yeah, like I said, the only problem with this is they can end up taking up a whole bunch of room. Which is what I'm slightly concerned about. If we put them up here, I don't know. Can we make this like? Why is that still selected? If we do somewhere up there, it needs to start up high, so we have like a drop or something. Or we have to go up somewhere else. Maybe we'll go up over there. Alright. Oh, don't rotate. Let's come back down. Alright, so let's just start here. And we can go along the side of the pyramid, I guess. Let's bring that up. How many cars do we have? That's actually quite a lot more than we need. Alright, so we'll go there. Can't I do... Yeah, let's do an S-bend. So we go test. 4 kilometers an hour. Woohoo, watch out. Okay. So, let's see. We can go super wide. Ooh. What if, can you go super wide and then go, hang on, go super wide. Can you go uphill on super wide? No, you can't. You can go downhill on it though. Do some waterfalls. Yeah, so we'll obviously do like sort of foliage around this and do probably grass underneath it to make it like it look like an oasis area. So at least that's the idea that I'm having. That sort of goes down, which we don't want to do, and that goes down as well. So that's why we kind of need to sort of head up as well. Damn, these take up... This is what I was saying, it takes up a lot of space. I guess if we go smaller, do that, sort of go around this corner. Now, we don't really want to go around corners because we really need to leave all that space to come back on, so we're just going to have to sort of do that. They're going to have a bit of fun there through that, probably do some landscaping around that to make it look cooler. This will be our hill coming up here. Probably just like that, nothing too big. So let's actually take that off test mode and let's try and get this sort of hill in place now so we can see how it's going to look. So let's bring this up as high as we can, and then we'll sort of flatten the terrain to that level. Right about there looks like what we're going to be getting. So let's try and get all this up. So we'll flatten kind of all of this, just bring it up, and then we'll, yeah, so we'll get a big chunk up, and then we'll sort of go from here and figure out where we're gonna make it go down and all that kind of stuff. Let's make that nice flat, and we'll obviously make that track nicely on the terrain there. Let's do that. It's obviously not going to remain this extreme, the hill, but we'll, like I said, we'll work on that. So let's try and bring this up, I guess, around the sort of track. Why is it leaving all that space there? That's really weird. That is really weird that it's doing that. But anyways, if we sort of just bring this tool into usage. And then, yeah, the other trick is just to cover it up with shrubs. Cover it with shrubs, that'll fix it. Right, so that'll come up that area there, and obviously we'll do proper landscaping come through later. So we can kind of do like a little, I guess, again, kind of like a little scenic area up here. I don't know, have something in the middle there. Actually, we probably want to stay there because we need to go very, very wide. Wait, if we, hang on, if we do S-bend, can we fit in the wide piece still? Oh, we can. Ooh. No. Hang on, get that in. If we go like this, I could go down. Obviously, we'll put all the land underneath this. Do a couple of river rapids. To a waterfall there. Nice. I presume this is going to look a lot better with proper landscaping and everything like that. I mean, I think it's going to be pretty cool because it would make it all like, it'd be kind of like that little oasis area there with sort of palm trees. Not too much, but enough that it's going to look pretty cool, I think. That's a massive S-bend. It's a massive S-bend. I wish I had more variety on these pieces. Hang on, let's get back. Actually, I guess we can use that piece there and then do that again. I have to come flat there. We can't make it smaller there. That's kind of sucky. Wait, if we do that, can we can turn as well, can't we? Yeah. Gonna be a bit of a bumpy turn there if you're coming down the hill. Anyways, here they come. Oh, they got smash! Oh, just smash right into that. That'd be painful as. Just like smash into that building there. That looks like a pretty good drop though, like coming down this little this area here. Seems more intense, and then I'll come around the corner. Yeah, it's good. And then right there. Okay, yeah, that's pretty good, I think. It's pretty good, minus actual us decorating, because we definitely need to do that. Otherwise, it will look quite hideous as it does at the current point in time. If we do the entrance, we have the entrance here, and it could like come join. Oh no, it can't. We might adjust that pathway there and have the entrance over here, and then exit can join over here, or we can bring this pathway up and around. I'm not sure yet, but we'll chuck it like that. Now let's go ahead and just sort of mess around with landscaping and see where we get within this episode. So let's see. We're going to have to obviously bring all this land up here underneath, so it doesn't look like it's unnatural. Basically, the goal is to make it look like a natural sort of formation that it's resting on. Obviously not a natural river, because that's just stupid and impossible, but a natural formation is what we want it to look like. Right, so let's use our smoother smooth a jig to bring all those tiles together. Fix that up there, that bit too. And bring that all down. Okay, that's looking better on the drop, but we're still going to have to actually do some nice smoothing here. So it's not so crazy. Not so abrupt, I guess, in the transition there. That's looking better. Connect all those back up. That's definitely looking better. Yep. I mean, we've still got a bit of a gap under there, but I don't know that there's that much we can do about it, because bring that up. It's getting better. Yeah, it gets better, but it's still going to be that little gap in front. So we kind of got to do, like, I guess, shrubs or something in front of that, sort of cover it up and make it look more like it's sitting on the actual ground level. The other side does not look very good, though. Let's make this smaller. Let's just try and affect only this side. We'll sort of bring all this up. If that would raise up quicker, that'd be great. Don't know if it wants to, though. Don't think it actually can raise up any more than that. Bring all these up as much as we can. That looks pretty good on the downhill there. Hopefully this has a decent rating, actually. That'd be good. It'd be nice to actually have a decently rated sort of rapids ride, although rapids rides in real life are never that great anyways. And they're a bit of fun, but they're definitely not worth the queues you get on rapids rides. I don't know why rapids rides in real life always have such massive queues. Like, I understand they're slow to bloody get on and they take forever to go around the course, but I don't know why so many people want to go on them in the first place. It's just one of those mysteries we'll never know. Right, let's bring that up as well. So smooth. We spent a bit of time smoothing everything out on the other side. It's looking a bit better. Let's just now raise this up as much as we can. Which really, we probably should have raised it up first and then done the smoothing. But we didn't, so that's okay. So laggy when you do this. It actually does get so, like, the frame rate just drops immensely. Right, okay, now let's go back to smoothing out again. And where we were, let's make that bigger so we can do a bigger area. Oh, didn't mean to do that. And so connect all that up. Connect the dots. It's not connecting the dots. There we go, connect those dots. Looking pretty good, a little uneven there. Alrighty. Okay, that's looking better. Now let's sort of fix up this side of the dunes here, because this is not looking better. I just need to do this area here in sand. This probably whole area here is just going to be sort of sand dunes, I guess. Probably make this smaller so I can get into a little bit of a better spot. Because we need to make it look like sort of the sand dunes are building up to this point. We'll probably do a bit of rock in here as well, so it's like a mountain that's covered in sand. So it's a little bit more believable. Bring that a little bit up there. Up there. And we'll smooth that out in a second. That's definitely looking better. We will want a few down bits here though, so let's go down a little bit. Let's go over here as well. Down a little bit. That's looking pretty good. We're definitely nearing completion on this park though. There's a few things around in other places though we still have to take care of. I think Jurassic World is more or less done, but I still wanted to touch up the whole sci-fi world, because there's still big blank spaces I want to do something about. There needs at least some sort of scenery in there. And also this transition here, that was never finished. That's alright, probably. That's alright. Probably, it's just mainly the sort of transition areas that they're a bit splotchy at the moment, and sci-fi just needs some more scenery. But we're getting pretty close. Because this is episode 28. Last time, the first park, episode 28 was our last episode where we rode all the rides, so that was pretty cool. So this one's taken us a few more episodes, although I think some of the episodes in the last season were longer, especially because I did live streaming on that one too, so it was more involved. But anyways, I'm thinking something along those kind of lines. We'll probably do some other sort of buildings in here, like little decorative buildings, and probably a thrill ride or two if you have any suggestions. And then we'll sort of do a bit of oasis painting around this water as much as we can to make it look sort of decent and not just over the top like pure grass and that kind of stuff. So we'll try and make it look as respectable as we can. And also trying to make it look like it's blending in with the terrain. But I definitely think that's a step forward. Like I think that's going to be alright once we get going on it. And the rest of this is starting to look pretty good. Bit blank in these areas. Probably need to do some terraforming. Get some flora and fauna. Maybe not fauna. I don't really want any animals in here. We've already got enough animals in this park. Although most of the animals are probably dead. Yeah, so this Egyptian world is kind of cool because it's kind of like, I guess because at the front of the world, it's kind of like pure desert. Then as you sort of walk toward the back of the world, it becomes sort of more an oasis area. So you have this little oasis there, and you have all these palm trees, this beautiful pool, and you have this sort of large river rapids ride, which is kind of cool because that means the front is sort of like the harsh desert where it's kind of bland and there's nothing around for miles, and then you get into all the exciting stuff around the back. What is our rating on that? 373. Pretty cool. We're not going to ride it yet, though. We're not going to ride it until we're certain we're done with the sort of trees and decorations and all that kind of stuff around it. But I'm going to leave this episode here. So thank you for watching. Feedback, of course, on the River Rapids. And like I said, there's much more work to be done on it. It is not done in the current state it is. It is by no means finished. We'll be working on that next time, as well as probably a few other things here and there. We probably don't have that many more episodes left until we're completely done, which is awesome. So that'll be exciting to see this park approaching completion. But yes, so thank you for watching. I will see you next time and have a great day.